Hello and welcome to SpotLight.
It's the podcast that lifts the curtain on life here at Wolverhampton Grand Theatre. I'm Scott.
I'm Tonia, and I am so excited because we are joined with the amazing JJ.
Hi, I'm Jarnéia Richard-Noel, also known as JJ. Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's such a pleasure.
It really is a pleasure. And JJ, you are going to be in our panto this year. How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited to play the fairy this year. Her name's Angelica. I'm super excited. I think we're going to have a ball. Got to meet a lot of the cast and stuff like that already. So I think we're going to have a great time. So make sure you come down.
Oh, already plugging, you know.
Do you know what I mean? Come see us, why not?
I'm loving that. So tell us a little bit about your character.
So she's the good fairy, and she basically is the spirit of the show, and she'll be giving all the magic to the wonderful people of Wolves. And yeah, she's got a lovely few numbers going on. Can't say too much. But yeah, it should be really fun and exciting.
And we know it's going to be a great panto because obviously today we're here. We're not at the theatre today. We're at the beautiful Mount Hotel in Tettenhall where we've had our panto launch. We've got to meet everyone. We've tried the costumes on. It's just been so much fun. And I think if today's anything to go by, Christmas is going to be
we're going to have a ball. Yeah. If today was like today, Christmas time, we're going to have so much fun. So.
Yeah. With all the mince pies and everything Christmassy on top of the dresses.
Right.
And this isn't your first panto either. You've played fairy before?
I have, yeah. 2 years ago now in Plymouth, I was the fairy. And then I did my first ever panto in Norwich as well. And I played Alice with Dick Whittington.
Wow. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But you're not a stranger to Wolverhampton.
I'm not.
We love everybody who loves Wolverhampton. We love you very much back. So tell us a little bit about what's your link with Wolves?
So I actually came to watch the panto last year as my wonderful friend who I actually did my first panto with, JC. He was the prince last year, so I came to watch. I think it was either the last show or just before the last show. Anyway, and I was like, wow, what a spectacle. One of the best pantos I've seen. Not even just saying it, honestly, left literally saying that.
Come on,
I had such a good time, and then here we are, the stars have aligned, and I'm back, and I'm actually performing here this year, so it'll be amazing.
Yeah. Absolutely. And of course, you've already performed at the Grand this year with Madagascar, the musical.
I feel like Wolverhampton just wants me here, do you know what I mean? And I'm not mad if the Grand wants to keep me, that's fine.
We do. We love you. And how did you find when you were working on Madagascar here? How did you find that?
We had such a great time, hugely welcomed, such a lovely theatre, great audiences. And yeah, I was excited when I got the audition through to come back here and then actually book the job. I was like, oh, I've already been here, so I know exactly what it's like. And I was like, wait, I watched the show too. So I was like, tick, get me there.
This is amazing. So just tell us a little bit about your journey into performing in musicals and pantos. And just tell us a little bit, because our viewers, we've got a wide range of viewers and listeners. And it's just good to always know how you got involved and just your little bit of your story.
So I trained at the Erding Academy, and after that I graduated and I did my first ever job on P&O's cruise ship. And I was a singer-dancer. We did various shows. We had 10 different shows, some musicals, some 80s Motown, all of that. And then after I got off the ship, I was auditioning for West End stuff, and I landed Six the Musical. And that was my first musical after that job. So it was my second job in my career, which changed my whole career around. I would never have known, never have dreamed. And possibly all my wildest dreams probably came true with that job. I originated the role as Catherine Aragon, and got nominated for an Olivier and things like that, which now I'm like, oh, what? That's crazy still. And done various pantos through that, and other plays, and I've done various different roles as well. I've been a swing on Hairspray tour, done some films and commercials, so it's been great.
We've got to go back to Six, because I think the listeners of this podcast are going to be sort of wanting to know everything about that show. I mean, let's go back. Did you ever expect that when you joined that show did you ever think what was going to happen next?
No, not at all. Like, I remember hearing the music and I was like, oh, this is a bop. Like, and I remember bringing it back home and my mum and my older brother were like, oh, this music's good. And I was literally, it's only like, 16 bars of the audition song, which is actually in the show. And I actually didn't start off with the queen that I became. So I was in for Anna of Cleves and Anne Boleyn. And then in the audition, they were like, oh, do you fancy learning No Way, Catherine Aragon? I said, yeah, cool. Heard someone singing it in the morning. I said, fine. Learned it there, came back in the room. I don't know, just something just clicked with me in that song and it all just kind of happened there. But never would have thought that what has came from it was going to happen. Like, I knew it would be amazing, but I didn't know how amazing it would be. I didn't realize it would go worldwide and take over, you know? So shout out Lucy Moss and Toby Marlowe.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
And we had Nicole Louise Lewis, who's from Wolverhampton, on the tour of Six earlier this year. She was on the podcast and she played Aragon too, didn't she? And she got to do it.
You see this link, guys? Do you see it?
She got to do it in her own Wolverhampton accent as well, didn't she? So that's a great thing about the show, right? That you can just be yourself in these roles.
Yeah. I think that's what's great about it, even though I originated it and so did the other girls. What's amazing about it is you can put your own self in the role. There's been various different Aragons, like you said, Wolverhampton, we've had Welsh, Scottish, it's amazing. I think that's what the beauty of it is. It's just celebrating women.
It really is, and the legacy.
And people,
The legacy of Six is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, the fans they go absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And you've still got like a massive following up to this day, like for the OGs, the original. Is it OGs? What am I talking about?
Yeah, OGs.
It is OGs.
Yeah. You got it right.
The OGs, the originals. And I mean, it's really fascinating, but it's a testament to the work that all you girls put in,
Thank you.
as the originals, because it's not easy to start something and then to leave such a lasting legacy, because nobody knew that was going to happen.
No.
So, hat off or head wrap on to you, baby.
Or edges done.
Edges done. I love that, JJ. Edges done. Loving that. Loving that.
Thank
you. We are in the month of October.
Yes.
And it is Black History Month.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to touch on, like, for you as a performer of colour, how important is representation within our industry? I just wanted to throw that one in there.
Obviously, diversity throughout the industry, it's something that is being pushed more forward, and a lot more Black writers, Black directors, a lot more people of colour are getting showcased and celebrated. And I think I'm plugging a different show as I speak.
I was just going to segue to that, so I'm so glad you're doing that.
While you're talking about Black History Month, I'm also in a show called Play On, and we're celebrating Black Joy Season. And I think what's so beautiful about that show is as well, like, it's a beautiful story, a whole Black cast, but not only that, like, it's about Black people being in love. And I think you don't often have so many of those narratives in theatre, in film. It's always sometimes quite depressing or sometimes just historically correct, and that is still quite depressing. So it's very beautiful to be a part of that and to be just celebrated, and everyone can love, everyone has the ability to, no matter what race, age, sexuality you are. So I think it's really beautiful within that. But yeah, especially during Black History Month, I think it's very important, and I'm happy that I'm able to be a part of that.
Do you know what? We are blessed because we got to see you and the cast, and it was phenomenal.
Oh, thank you so much.
Honestly, we were so blessed to be able to be invited and to be a part of that. Like you said, what we're doing is so important, and the change up, the step ball change that's happening.
Yes.
You see how
I like
you
it.
see how I really wish I could do. Let me be in a musical somewhere.
Okay.
No.
We'll work on that one.
I need
We'll work on that
the
one.
work. Somebody help me sing a song. But do you know what, JJ? We have a tradition, do we not?
Okay.
We have a tradition, and we would love for you to join in.
Okay.
So, do you want to say, or do you want to say?
I don't mind. We'll go for it. We are. Well, I mean, we say that we're a fledgling podcast. we'll soon have been doing this for a year. But we didn't have a jingle, did we, Tonia,
No.
at the start of the podcast, and we still don't.
Goodness God.
It is fun. It is fun.
Okay.
So what we ask all of our guests is just to help us come up with a Spotlight jingle podcast, a Spotlight podcast jingle that you sort of put together for your own version of the podcast.
Goodness.
So this is your moment.
And we've had some good ones, honestly. And it's always on the
God, I'm
spot.
nervous.
I love that. I love that. Listen, and then once all you need to do is think about the words Spotlight podcast at the Wolverhampton Grand Theatre or Wolverhampton Grand. That's the only word you need to use, and you can say you can do it in any way.
Okay.
We've even had sign language and dance, and
We've had choreography.
But you can sing, baby.
I can sing.
You can sing, and then we will join in with you in the best way we know.
Yeah, but you teach it to us.
Yeah, we'll be your backup.
Okay.
We'll be your backup.
Right, are we just going through
Yeah,
it?
like just have a think in your head,
Okay,
and
hold
then
on.
let's just have a play on. Oh,
I like the link.
I love it as well. Anything Spotlight podcast Grand Theatre.
Okay.
You're going for it. You're thinking.
I'm
Good.
thinking. Okay,
Go
shall I
for it.
just do it?
Yeah, just go
if
for
it comes
it.
out rubbish, cut.
Yeah.
Okay, cut and redo.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Spotlight at Wolverhampton Panto.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Grand Theatre.
No, you didn't. Oh my
Keep it though.
gosh.
Maybe that
I
one
am
was
literally
alright.
blown away.
That was all right.
I am blown away.
I'm sweating now, Tonia.
How can we do? Can you go again? Because that was just on point.
I was like trying to.
Let's have it one more time, and then we'll try and join in. So give it to us one more time,
What did I
JJ.
do?
I don't know what it was.
Spotlight.
Yes.
Do the first bit.
Okay. Spotlight.
That's
Not so
what did I
good.
say? A Wolverhampton.
Yes.
Grand. Maybe I say fizz.
Panto.
Oh, Panto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
keep
we can
Panto.
have this as a Black History Month Panto
Panto,
special.
yes, so
Why
go
not?
for it.
Giving it all.
Yes.
Okay, you ready for the
Yeah.
riff? A Wolverhampton Panto. I don't know what I did. It was a different one.
No, we need to go.
Restart.
We need to do something at the end. Go.
Do a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll just tag it
Tag
into
it on
the end.
Yeah. So you go again, and we're gonna tag on the end. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. I must start in the beginning.
Yeah, all of
okay,
it. All of
ready?
it. Yeah, we're ready.
5, 6, 7, 8. Spotlight at Wolverhampton Panto. Yeah.
I love that, Scott.
I like
He went
it.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, you nearly went Barry White on us, Bab.
Edit.
Oh, I
You knew the
loved
range was
it.
there.
Oh, my goodness. JJ, that was sweeter than my rice and peas.
No,
Lord have
good
mercy.
eye, good
I
eye.
loved it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for
You
having
are a
me.
breath of fresh air. You are gorgeous. You are talented. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. We
Val.
can't wait to get started
That's
on Panto.
exciting.
And you can see JJ and the rest of the what camera am I on?
Yeah,
this one here. We can't wait to get started with you. And, JJ and the rest of the fabulous cast are going to be with us from the 30th of November
Yes.
to the 5th of January.
Come see
If you're
us.
in the Beast, so come and see it. And we'll
Beauty
see
and
you.
the Beast. Yes. See ya.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.